Good afternoon, evening, morning, wherever it is where you are. Happy COVID quarantine. As you can see, we are currently not in the knife lab. A little shout out to Cedric and Ada. They do such great videos and I'm enjoying their take on things. But we're always in the survival community coming up with acronyms for things. And so I thought it would be fun to do a quick video of tips and tricks, life hacks, what have you, to how to survive or thrive amidst the quarantines. And so part of how we might want to do that is we might want to, in our 5-point series, we might want to conserve. So we'll conserve, we'll just put this right up here. So conserve the resources that you have. Clearly, we've seen the mathematics if you've been watching the interweb at all about how much toilet paper you actually need, but there are all kinds of things that we can conserve. Little things like how many Coca-Colas you're going to drink today. You won't have them tomorrow because you can't go to the grocery store. Let's face it, can't goes to won't, but still. There are things that we can go easy on to try and make them last. Part of how we might conserve would be to observe. And so let's observe, for instance, how many sheets do we need? Somebody said to me, oh, well, how many sheets do you need? Well, you need 20. Well, I don't think it's 20, it's probably 9. But by in an option to conserve, we can observe what we're consuming and then take steps to try and keep things reasonable. Other ways with things we might observe, we might want to observe how much eating we're doing, how much non-social drinking we might be doing, to try and be just responsible with what we're doing to ourselves while we're entertaining ourselves. Let's face it, the virus is bad enough. The last thing you want to do is have to join the gym after this to try and work off the Covid-19. Other things strategies we might use video chat. What a great opportunity it is really to reconnect with family and friends that we don't see enough. Brothers and sisters, parents that might be shut in as well. Let's remember that everyone is in the same boat. And so this is a great opportunity to reconnect using video chat. Likely with the internet being what it is, since we're all at home, you may need to raise a hand in order to speak rather than talking over each other and those kinds of things. But a video chat can be a crazy powerful tool. And I think you'll see the trend right here. We're conserving, we're observing, and we're video chatting because let's face it, when we talk about survival, loneliness is one of the real killers. It's a psychological game as much as it is anything. The next step we might use to survive the quarantines would be to be a little bit introspective. This is a great opportunity for us to deal with those issues that we may not have wanted to deal with earlier, like why am I going to, all of us are going to be emotional eating at some point. So let's be honest about those kinds of things. Let's really take the minute to say, you know what, I'm emotional eating now. I'm going to portion it into such a size so that I avoid the COVID-19, or what we used to call a freshman 20, and just really take steps to try and think about why we're wanting to do things so that we can have a more positive outcome in the end. It's also a great time to do more study, those things that we've always wanted to do. Now you've got the time to read that book, study that scripture, whatever you have. And of course, the last strategy we might use during the COVID would be to create a do-it list. Now the do-it list will be two-part. On the one hand, you're going to want to create a do-it list for right now. Because again, all of those projects like fixing the wires on your battery charger, you may want to go through your camping kit, and let's face it, now we can be really critical about our camping gear and what do I really need and what do I not. Put some stuff aside for the yard sale. That invariably is in all of our future, I think. But really the do-it list is not just about now, but there's also an opportunity to create a do-it list for later. What am I going to do when I get out of here? And really put some legs under it. Get the calendar out. When am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? What's it really going to cost? And then make those things happen. It's hard to say how far afield we'll be able to travel, so maybe if you're not in Switzerland, your trip to Switzerland might wait. But there are lots of places locally, I'm betting, that you wish you'd gone, or cool things to do. And you're also going to have an opportunity during your video chats to talk to friends that might be similarly minded and really pick some dates, narrow it down, make a plan. It's a great opportunity, guys. So during the COVID, we'll conserve, we'll observe, we're going to video chat because, let's face it, loneliness is dangerous, and I've said let's face it about 10 times so far. It's a great opportunity for some introspection, but not too much, because depression comes out of too much introspection. And then create a do-it list with those people you're video chatting with while you're observing yourself and thinking about what's really important. And I think you're going to have a great time, as good as it can be, being trapped in your house like the neighbor's dog. All the best. Take care.